Here's how to systemize your real estate business. So let's start from the very beginning. A system is just a repeatable process for you to get the same results multiple times over and over again. This means as you, the real estate agent, the entrepreneur, the business owner, you should systemize and have a process for all of the tasks and actions that you do on a consistent basis, whether on a weekly basis or a daily basis, or every time that a specific action or event happens. And by the way, this is different from automation. Automation is when you use something like a CRM to automate certain things like drip email sequences, for example, to nurture leads. But not all systems are automatically automated. The process you take after you receive a referral, or to open escrow, or to keep your client in the loop during a transaction. These are all processes and systems. And the funny part is you probably already have a system for all of these processes, but you don't even realize it because you don't necessarily have it on paper or have it on your computer. Or maybe you're just not totally intentional about it. So now that we define what a system is, step number 2 is to identify the workflows that compose the system. Now here's the fun part. You want to take a look at all the tasks that you do in your business, in all the different departments. For example, lead generation, lead nurturing, lead management, qualifying leads. Or what do you do on a listing appointment? What do you do when you have a buyer? What do you do when you have a referral? What do you do once you have the listing? What do you do once you have the closing? After the closing, the admin work, branding, marketing, all of these activities should be systemized. And the reason why it's important to systemize all of these, even though you already know how to do everything yourself, is because first of all, even if you don't grow and build a team eventually, having it on paper and systemize will help you. The reason that is because when you have a checklist of tasks to go through to achieve a specific outcome, a specific result, you'll be more likely to actually always have predictability in your business and always achieve that same result instead of just trying to wing it every single time. And this is exactly why plane pilots actually follow a checklist, even though they are experts and they already know everything about how to execute the task itself. Just because so many lives are in their hands, they need to follow a checklist, just because when you follow that checklist, it makes you conscious to do all the single task that needs to be done in order to arrive at the destination safely. And same thing for you to achieve the specific result that you're looking to achieve in your real estate business. Step number 3 is to document your systems. Now, I usually do this on a Google Doc. You open up a Google Doc on your computer, and then the first thing you start with is the objective or the goal of that system or process. For example, let's say you are generating leads online. The goal of the system is to generate leads. Now, it might sound silly to actually put it on paper, but it will help tremendously if you have other team members that will join your team in the future. If you want to have a colleague take over some of these responsibilities for you. Once you have the objective written down, what you do is you start to write down step by step, step number 1, step number 2, step number 3, exactly what you need to do in order. And the best part is you should always attach screenshots, pictures, or record Loom videos of you walking you through step by step of how to execute this system. That way, not only do you have the whole process written out, but you also have a video walkthrough of how to go through each of these steps, and you can also put live examples. Now, step number 4 to systemize your real estate business is to actually make sure that you implement these systems and you follow through. One of the best things that I've done to actually execute all of the SOPs, all the standard operating procedures that I've put in place for all the systems in my business, is to create a Google Drive where everything is organized there, all the SOPs, and they are segmented depending on the department of the company. So we have admin, client fulfillment or service delivery, human resources, lead generation, sales. Now, step number 5, once you have everything implemented and you know exactly how to execute all of your own systems, you can then start to think about how you can automate some of these systems by using tools like ClickUp, for example, to manage your day-to-day, or Zapier to automate certain tasks. This is a if this then that software. For example, every time you get a new Facebook lead, it puts it in your CRM and sends you an email or a text notification. Or if you can't automate it, then you can start to think about how can I delegate it, by either hiring an admin, hiring an ISA, an inside sales agent, or even a transaction coordinator. And as you grow your team with time, onboarding new employees or new team members will become easier because you already have these systems in place and you can just give it to them, they can consume it, and then reach back out to you only when they have a question. But you don't have to repeat yourself every single time you hire someone new.